Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for.
Just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Whole Tower Pro Motorsports in Nashville.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Nepa TV. We are live. Sir Dimwee is a ghost. He's a figment of your imagination for now. Oh, he's here. I was lying to you all. But he is here with us. He is with me in the booth tonight, and we are super excited to bring you another exhibition match this Tuesday night. Tonight in the arena, we do have ECKC versus the LA Destroyers, so a little bit of a sister team rivalry going on here. But before we get into teams, we're going to go over the rules for you guys. Here at Nepa, we do have 4 8-minute quarters, 1 5-minute halftime. We allow 4 players on a team. We have 2 2-minute timeouts per team per match. They can take 1 per half. Overtime rule here is a golden goal rule. That does mean that the team to score a goal in overtime takes the win. And the last but important rule is we do not allow any toxicity or discriminatory behavior. So be kind to your neighbor, make some friends. The community needs it. And back over to our teams on orange, we do have ECKC, who did lose one of their players momentarily.
Snipe who just dropped out, yeah.
Yeah, Snipe dropping out momentarily. I'm sure he'll be back in here after a quick reset, but we've got Sweet Tooth, Baron, Oculazator, and Snipe in for the side of ECKC. And Dimwee, you want to give us the LA Destroyers over on blue?
No, yes, I'm just kidding. Yes,
Please?
Zenith, Isolate, Leverage, Kaznaz, and if you don't know the name Leverage, yes, you do. You're lying because one of the greatest minds in the game. Also, watch out for Zenith. Also, shout out Zen Mom. Zenith is one of those players in every single game he plays in, particularly in this in the Nepa format. He will find one particular goal that makes you go, "Whoa, what? Come on, man!" It's really impressive. They're usually athletic in some way, and he'll really kick the shoes off of somebody, juke them out of their boots, so to speak. Break some ankles, right? So watch out for that. Watch out for Zenith. Also watch for the way LA Destroyer. Watch out for the goal. I like to call it the goal from Zenith in the game, and then watch for Leverage doing his thing. Calling the plays. So you're gonna watch. If you want to watch for Leverage, watch the strategy that LA Destroyers are deploying, because that's what he'll do. He will. He likes to manipulate the other team. And he's very good at it. He'll get them to change up what they're doing, and then that's when he strikes. Kaznaz, also a really great goalie. But I've been talking a lot about LA Destroyers. Got to talk about Echo Club Kansas City, and you just introduced them. And unfortunately, Snipe may be having some connection issues. Let's hope he can resolve that. Yeah, Sweet Tooth, Baron, Oculazator, Sweet Tooth, part of I still call him the faded pair, Sweet Tooth and Chocolate. Not on this Echo Club Kansas City team, but Sweet Tooth through that. Is proven to be one of the best, most proficient boosters in the game. And of course, Oculazator, I like to call him the most dangerous man in the bubble in the world. The most dangerous person in the bubble in the world. Excuse me. Be fully inclusive here. The most dangerous person in the bubble. Hands down. Phenomenal. We got a lot of great players going to be facing off this one between. And I'm really excited for some very high level Echo Arena.
Me too. I'm super stoked, especially these two teams. While they are sister teams or sister franchises, they're definitely they're gonna be a good match against one another. And
you know what I loved as a kid? Sorry to interrupt you.
Tell me, what did you love?
Sister. There's a TV show.
Sister?
A pair of twin sisters. Yeah, because you said
it was
teams.
A fantastic TV show.
Sister,
I can't lie.
Sister, right?
Oh yeah,
Great
yeah.
show.
No, I know.
I missed that show. Tina Tamara. Tina Tamara. Oh my God, I can't believe I remember the names of the sisters. If you're out there, we remember you.
You know, Jimmy, they are. Tina and Tamara are totally watching this Twitch stream right now.
Oh,
so
no, they're not. But, you know, in spirit.
In spirit.
Yeah,
I
think.
Oh, we do have Snipe back too. Woo! All right. So
Fanon says Anita and last name I think is Maori. I'm probably way off. Tina, Tamara, Maori, something like that. I feel like I'm in the ballpark. It was a long time ago I watched that show. But tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right. That'd be hilarious. What's that? Our director says he's going to look it up for me. Our producer says he's going to look it up for me. Sorry.
What are we?
Wrong. He yelled at me. I got it right. That's what we call a home run. Yeah, I got it right. I'll take it. I will take that victory. So, back to Echo Arena. Teams are here. Everybody is in here. Looks like Snipe has been able to hang on here, so we should be able to get started any moment. And shout out to...
Shout out?
I blanked.
I'm going to go ahead and tell the
Hi,
teams
Mom.
to ready
She's
up.
not watching. She's not watching.
I mean, I don't think my mom's watching, but I guess, hi, Mom. She really liked that. I did that one time on a cast.
My mom has watched a handful of times. She is impressed and very proud of me.
Aw, what a cutie. Yeah, no, I had the same thing, but I totally hi-mommed on a cast, and my mom was like, oh my gosh. She was texting me freaking out. It was super cute. But we do have one ready up in the arena. We are just, maybe a second.
We are gonna get going.
Yeah, we are. Dim, we take us in.
Say goodbye to our faces and hello to these teams. First, once again, Echo Club, Kansas City on the left in orange. Sweet Tooth, orange. There's an N in that word. Sweet Tooth, a Baron. That's 8 for B. Oculizator, Snipe Dash on the right in blue. LA Destroyers, Zenith, Isolate, Loveridge, Kaznaz. And first touch to Echo Club, Kansas City. Baron will get that one collected off of a headbutt to maintain this, to push this possession. 3-2 shot there. Looking at two goalies. Instead, it's off the third goalie of the post. Isolate will get that one collected, send it out there. Zenith at mid, forwarding it through. Oh, look at that stack. Dangerous. Oh, there's a headbutt. Look at that. I am speechless at what I just witnessed, although the shot's gonna, that's what we call a $10 play for a 5-cent shot. Queen.
A $10 play for a 5-cent shot. Baron looking for the clear, but not able to get it through successfully. Kaznaz picking it up momentarily, but does get stunned out, and Baron finishes the job there, sending the disc all the way down into the Destroyer's bubble, but their stacks were ready for that one, and Kaznaz picks that one up and sends it through the near side tube where Loveridge is ready for that one, looking for a send up to Zenith. Ooh, to the open goal, but the ding off the post.
That one will be collected on the far side by Baron for Echo Club Kansas City. Also, everybody in chat, see that? Another shot there, going to be off of the post. You see that name there, Play Enjoy. Everybody say at Play Enjoy, play underscore and underscore JOYY. At Play Enjoy, hello. As Loveridge will get the first goal of the game, took 1:14 seconds. And that one, basically a dunk. It says inside shot, but basically a dunk. We know what it was. Kind of a layup, but not really. But a good goal there. LA Destroyer is going to get that first goal. 2 points on, though. It took a minute to get up there, and such a good goal. That it broke the TV here in the studio. That's what you saw there. We're getting a new one. Don't worry about it. Opportunity there. Zenith. Pocket pick, though. Sweet Tooth sends that one out near side. Almost 2 minutes off the clock. Collected. Isolate sends it back through. There's a player downfield. That Zenith lock shot. Will it connect? No. Ooh, at some point, the LA Destroyers are going to connect on one of these long threes. Instead of Lovers will get another 2 there. That'll put the Destroyers up by 4. Also, I just noticed the mini-map of the overlay. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely some missed long threes, but keeping in mind here that this is off season and these teams are really just getting back into the groove here as stepping into these exhibition matches. So I am sure that we will see a ton of those long threes connect, but we do have Snipe on the floor who crosses over to Baron, but gets stunned out by Zenith. Zenith looking to send this cross over to Isolate. Isolate sending a long heave down all the way into the bubble, picked up again by Isolate himself, but the shot is denied by Oculizator, who picks it up and looks for a pass over to Snipe, and Snipe sends this one all the way through into the almost the bubble, and LA Destroyer shooting that one here, giving an opportunity for Sweet Tooth to take that one in for the first 2 points for ECKC.
And I'm not sure, because Oculizator definitely got the grab on that save. But it was a headbutt that stopped it from going in initially, and it may have been Sweet Tooth while he was stunned. I'm not sure, though. It may have been Oculizator with the headbutt and the grab. Excuse me. But Sweet Tooth may have gotten the headbutt on it. And Oculizator got the grab. Kazna is going to slow up here. Wants to challenge that stack. Stack will bite, but not too hard. Kaz sends that one out. Zenith. Uh-oh, pass is off the mark. Snipe got this one picked up. Look for a snipe shot. Not going to get the lane on it. Goalie back in. Looking at a 2v3 and now 4v3. Leverage returning to the play a little bit behind, though, and that's what happened.
Very nice.
Excuse me, Snipe. We'll get that one in off the assist from Oculizator. We have a tie game.
Yeah, and Snipe recognizing that there was a defender in the passing lane there, going for the bounce shot. Very well calculated over to Oculizator, who then sends it back to Snipe for the assist. But we've got the joust advantage going over to the LA Destroyers, and it's Kaznaz with it now, sending it over to Zenith. Zenith looking down low for Isolate, already pushing bubble. One defender on them, crossing over to Leverage, who puts that in for 2 points.
And that's a good goal there. 2 points up, 6-4. Also, Playing Joy in the chat says, well, in response to Fane, I'm saying Echo's life. Playing Joy says, nope, it's a boring addiction. Okay, I'll give you addiction. But boring, sir. Those are fighting words. Okay. As Echo Club Kansas City will come out on this joust advantage. Sweet Tooth, quick pass here to the near side, too. And Baron all the way to look at that. Kaznaz reads that better than the receiver. Sends it through. That was not shade, I promise. Leverage sends it. Look at that. They connect on a long three, and they at that angle. A little ridiculous, boys. Gentlemen, folks.
Definitely ridiculous indeed, and just as anticipated, those long threes starting to connect now in this game as our players get warmed up here, but disc advantage going in favor of ECKC, and it is Sweet Tooth with it, sending it over to Oculizator, who looks down low for Snipe. Snipe looking at a 2v1 and still gets the 2 points on the board. Nicely done.
And wait. Nope, that's not who I'm looking for. Anyways, tie game. No, it's not. 9-6 in favor of the LA Destroyers. Playing Joy is asking me where B-Love is, and I was gonna say with the singer of 311, but I didn't know his name, so I looked up the name and I got the wrong name. Zenith. It's beautiful. Well, they're 5 point lead now to the LA Destroyers. B-Love's hanging out in SoCal, like the OG he is, and the LA Destroyers. Speaking of SoCal. 5 point lead now over Echo Club Kansas City.
5 point lead indeed. And just as a reminder, here at Nepa, we have a rolling scoreboard. So the scoreboard does not reset in between rounds. A little bit of a scuffed pass, but Baron able to play this one off the bounce over to Snipe, who puts that one in for another 2 points, bringing them to 8-11 now with 1:40 on the clock in this quarter.
You know, now that they have the goal music tied to the, in-game music volume, and I have the in-game music turned all the way down, so I don't actually hear the goal horns anymore. When I'm casting, all I hear is an explosion, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like it. Zenith, long send in there, goes wide. Isolate to pick it up, because I mean, you think about like hockey goal horns are great, but how rare is a hockey goal in a hockey game? You know what I mean? If you heard them every 30 seconds, it might get annoying. Kaznaz sends this one in far side. Will be collected by Snipe. Goal is, disc was picked up, but then Baron gets it back, sends it out through that far side too. Will end up on the floor. Open goal, Sweet Tooth goes wide. Sweet Tooth gets it back. Second opportunity, not open anymore. Brings it in for the 2-0. Looking for a cross pass, but the intended target was not expecting it. No, nice tap back for that reset there to get it away from Leverage. Still getting that one away, barely hanging on by the skin of their teeth right now. But it is Echo Club Kansas City maintaining the possession. Sweet Tooth bringing it in. One more pass. I'm gonna go back within one.
Very nicely done. Fantastic placement there. A lot of defenders covering those open lanes, but ECKC able to walk away, maintain that possession, and get 2 more points on the board. They are only up, or yeah, I'm sorry, they are only down by 1 rather. But disc in favor of the LA Destroyers now, and it is in the hands of Loveridge. Zenith looking for a goal, slightly ambitious shot there, and it is denied by the goalie. That is the end of our first quarter, and we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
We are back and ready to bring you your second quarter of the night here. I am going to hand this straight over to Dimwee to bring you into this initial joust, but ECKC versus the LA Destroyers. ECKC down by only 1. It is 10-11 right now. Dimwee, over to you.
I don't know, man. I got this 311 song stuck in my head. We're here in the second quarter. That song, such a beautiful song. That one to the far side. Loveridge not able to get the grab. That disc is loose. They will tussle for that one. Open goal opportunity for Snipe. Snipe going to send that one. It looks high and wide. Alcalá picks it up. 4v0 there for a moment. And defense, though, is able to return. Now 4v4 developing in the bubble. Shot off of the post. Collected by Baron. Baron juking their way around. Ooh, nice pass. Nice setup. Alcalá places it in for an easy 2. And they are now up by 1. 12 to 11. Excuse me.
Yeah, a fantastic job there, capitalizing on a slightly missed pass there for the side of the LA Destroyers. ECKC able to walk away with the possession, and though there was a few missed shots, they were able to connect on goal. They're bringing them up by 1 for the first time in this match here tonight. But we've got Isolate with it now. Isolate on the far side, looking across over to Loveridge. Loveridge under enough pressure to get that pass quickly off to Zenith. Zenith backing it out to Kaznaz. Kaznaz has some time and space, but defender on their tails. Now it is in the hands of Zenith looking for another pass, but slight miscommunication, and that's a turnover as Sweet Tooth takes that one and clears it out towards the mid of the arena.
Good clear all the way down. Good defensive stack to pick it up. Loveridge there with it. And sends it up. You know, I've been playing Echo a little bit more recently again. And
what?
Yeah. I didn't play for like the first half of this year. I did not play very much at all. Loveridge, edge of the bubble, bring it on 1v1. Good stop by the goalie. Zenith will get this one picked up. And I missed it. Kaznaz walking. Sends this one up. Not literally walking. Figuratively walking. Zenith. Stunned out. Of course, that's the opposite of literally. Snipe sends this one. Uh-oh, that's got a trajectory. Will it have the correct one? Not quite. But we collect the Sweet Tooth, backs it out, hits a 3. That right there, if you're wondering, are these guys that good? Like, what makes them pro? Like, that right there, that's one of those differences. That's one of those nuanced differences. Do you see what Sweet Tooth did? He stopped his momentum. He made sure he stayed outside of the bubble. He made sure that release was behind the line. He got the 3. That's what makes him a pro. That's why they're up by 4.
That is exactly why. And for those of you who are wondering, if you don't play or typically watch Echo Arena, then what happens, that little glowing bubble over the goal is the 3-point line. If you are outside of that bubble, you can get a 3-pointer. If you are inside the bubble, it is a 2-pointer. But we've got LA Destroyers with the disc now, and it's Isolate sending it over to Leverage on the ceiling. Leverage looking around for some options on the shoulder, jukes around, but sends pass to Zenith for the finish, and that is 2 points for the LA Destroyers, only down by 2 now.
And Leverage sold that shot even to me, and we had you. That was well another pro move from one of our pros here. That's gonna be Echo Club Kansas City here on the Joust advantage. Sweet Tooth sitting on the near side. This horse is very much alive. Sweet Tooth picking that one up on the floor, but you just wait. Oculus at her far side. Kidding him. Anyways, Oculus sitting back here near side. Sweet Tooth. That's good. That's good work there to get away from that stack. 1v1. Wow. Oh, shot goes wide. Come on, guys. So close there. Alexander does get that one, taps it back. Sweet Tooth there at mid. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. We're almost to the half. Half. Right? I confused myself. We're almost halfway through this round, and we're almost halfway through the game. So he sets this one up. Good bounce there. Good stacks. Sweet Tooth recovering. Just over 4 to go now, Queen.
Just over to 4 to go. Baron just able to get a quick slap off, but gives it right over to Kaznaz. Kaznaz looking for a cross pass, but the disruption coming in from Oculizator, who sends this one up and into the hands of Snipe. Snipe now on the wall, waiting for some options here, but does get stunned out, and Isolate walks away with this one, looking for the clear, but straight into the hands of Sweet Tooth, who's looking at that open goal and just off the rim. Kaznaz picking this one up, looking for a clear of their own, but it is no good. Gets caught in that high trap there, and it is recollected by ECKC. Oh no!
What an opportunity.
Oh, unfortunate, but they're able to maintain the possession as Baron on the back line keeps that one on lock. Momentarily, though, Isolate clearing it out now for the side of the LA Destroyers.
Snipe broke the ankles, but oh, what a grab there, Sweet Tooth. That was fantastic. Is that when you sit out here, Kaznaz with pickup, though? LA Destroyers going to maintain this possession on the back line. Kaznaz stunned up, still gets someone to Leverage on the far side. Leverage has a bubble. Nice setup there to Zenith underneath. Places it for the 2. Back to a tie game, 15-15. This one's going to be close, Queen. Usually, I mean, you have a game tied at the half. It's going to be. It's typically down to the wire.
It is down to the wire, and both teams utilizing that the goalpost just underneath the goalie's feet, which is a super hard spot to defend against if you are the goalie. It is out of your reach there, but oh no, what a magnet hand move there from Zenith, stealing the disc. Able to get some passes off there. A little bit of monkey in the middle. Shot is denied by Sweet Tooth on its way in, and now the disc is loose. Zenith gets a hold of it momentarily, but does get stunned out, and we've got ECKC in the area looking for another long 3, but again, just off the post. And, you know, I feel like it is only fair. LA Destroyers did ding a few, miss a few before they had that first 3 connect, and we're seeing that here for the side of ECKC, but a slap out from the goalie for the side of the LA Destroyers ends up in the hands of Snipe on the back line.
And Noxie, I agree with you. Whoever wins the game, we'll take it. As this one is up to the ceiling, Isolate sends that one through. We'll take the bounce there. Good pickup, good shot. Ooh. Beautiful. A beautiful 3. That was well executed by the LA Destroyers. Now a 3-point lead, 18-15. And that was just standard clear and boost. They send it in, they chased it down, they picked it up, sent it in for the 3, beat the defense. So like the race, there's 2 races going on. There's a race to the disc. There's also the race to the goal. Disc is, so you're gonna beat that. You're gonna win to the disc. You have to set it immediately. And of course, there's that, you know, your delay in shooting it allows them to get there, but then they have to turn around and still react as the disc is already on its way in. And that's not a simple task, and of course it works out for the LA Destroyers, but now big opportunity here for Echo Club Kansas City as I was lagging behind on my commentary. Snipe, beautiful goal, 2 points, you're back within 1.
Also, I did not know this. Phenom hitting us with a ton of fun facts here. Did you know LA Destroyers are all Quest players?
I did not. Now I do?
They are. Very interesting.
I am moderately surprised, but not totally surprised. Zenith. Yikes. You know, Quest. Oculizator sends this one. We'll be collected here. Snipe. Shot goes high. Sweet Tooth gets someone picked up on the far side. Look for the shot off the wall. That was a shot, by the way. That was not accident. That was not a miss. That was a shot off the back wall.
Oh,
that's
no.
where that angle is. Another shot there off the post. It will be leveraged, stunned out by a 3-man stack. And collected now. Oculazator with it. Sending it behind the goal. Sweet Tooth, excuse me, as that one makes its way out of the bubble. 12 seconds left here, Queen, as Baron looks to pick this one up. Oh, that goal is wide open. What happened there? I do not know, but that's going to be 3 points to Echo Club Kansas City to end the half. Put them up 20-18. My goodness gracious. Watch that replay, because that was a little ridiculous. So we'll be back in just a few moments, a little extended intermission here, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Good evening. We are back, and this halftime report is brought to you by Big St. Charles Motorsports. We are super excited to be back here with you in the halftime talking about how good this game is, and we are so excited to see this second half. But Dimwee, what are your thoughts here? What's going on? I mean, besides how ridiculously good it is.
Wait, I can't talk about how good the game is? Well, I guess...
Oh, you can.
I
Please
like
do. Tell us how... Oh my gosh. Get out of here. I just meant normally I throw it to you. It's good. Yes, that's my thoughts.
No, it's fantastic game so far, and Leverage popping off 12 points, Snipe with 10. Snipe earning the name, although we are very far away from bingo. I forgot the word. And that surprises me because of how good this game is. Also surprising me, there's 6 saves on the side of Echo Club Kansas City. You know how many saves the Destroyers have, who are currently just down by 2?
None.
6-0 on the saves. Everything else right about equal, 23-18 shots. Echo Club Kansas City. But that save metric is wild. And that tells you that there's kind of an offense versus defensive thing happening here. LA Destroyers kind of pushing the offense a little bit harder, and the Echo Club Kansas City, well, that doesn't make... How does that make sense? Where are the 20... This is when I start questioning the in-game math. Because where are those shots going? Are those real shots? Anyways, I guess those are dings, but we saw a lot of dings from LA, so I'm not really sure. So, yeah, where are those shots going? There's a lot of... So I guess it's really missed shots from Echo Club Kansas City that they did. If Echo Club... That's the conclusion here. Excuse me. If Echo Club Kansas City apparently cleans up their shots, they'd be ahead by a lot more than just 2, apparently, according to the in-game stats.
Yeah, they did definitely have a few dings, especially in the latter half of that first half. Is that how you would say that?
I don't believe the stats. I'm gonna be honest, because what I've seen is the LA Destroyers on offense. But you know what? Echo Club Kansas City up by 2. It's a close game either way. And the players just disappeared, which means we should be getting going here any moment. There it is. Really excited for the second half because, as we said, when the first half is that close, second half should be down to the wire. Although, once again, if apparently Echo Club Kansas City starts cleaning up their shots, or if LA Destroyers are able to start, maybe saving some more, I guess, pulling off some more saves, you might see one of these teams start pushing forward on the scoreboard. Because overall, I mean, you've seen the clear and boost working for LA Destroyers, Echo Cup Kansas City, a lot of great passing. LA Destroyers also some great passing around the bubble. I think that's really the other thing kind of going on. LA Destroyers are able to sneak by Echo Cup Kansas City's defense, while Echo Cup Kansas City is not having to sneak by LA Destroyers defense. Instead, they're passing their way through it, and I think that's another difference. I think that's maybe where the save difference is coming from, is LA Destroyers doing a lot more of those long shots that are getting picked off kind of as saves, whereas Echo Cup Kansas City is doing more of the passing plays to get around the players, and not giving the goalies an opportunity to make those saves.
Also, keep in mind, this is the LA Destroyers that we're talking about, and we know that Leverage does take time to analyze his opponents. So I suspect that we're going to see something a little bit fresh here coming into this second half of this game. But Dimwee, take us in.
And that'll be first touch to LA Destroyers, but immediately sunned out there is Leverage. And Baron with it there. Baron has to collect their own send-up, and Oculus it. We'll get that one. Oh, there's a 1v1 there. Quick play. Echo Club Kansas City on the board first here in the second half. They now have a 4-point lead, 22-18.
Yeah, a little bit of a scramble there for anyone to get a hand, but ultimately ECKC walking away with that one, and Snipe lives up to their name there, getting 2 more points on the board for the side of ECKC. Disc in the hands of the LA Destroyers, and it's Kaznaz looking to send a cross pass through the tunnel. It does go a little bit astray, but Leverage was there to pick that one up. However, the pass to isolate is no good, and that is a turnover as ECKC has it. Now Baron looking to send this one up into the bubble, but all of the LA Destroyers players are back and ready to go. The clear gets caught in the bottom of trap there, giving it back over to Snipe for the side of ECKC. Oculizator with it now on the boot, looking for the cross, and the points are good after a little bit of help there from Snipe to get that one in the goal.
And that'll give them a 6-point lead. Did you know, in Kansas City, they call the bubble a babble? It's a little local colloquialism, as LA Destroyers will be coming out on the shelf advantage. Picked up here by Kaznaz. You know, it's one of those things they do where they swap the O and A vowels occasionally in words. Kaznaz, move this one up. Arthur Guinness right now is so confused.
Triggered.
Just
Just kidding.
We'll send that one through that far side too. And good stack. That's an open goal opportunity. Holding up on the shot. Maybe communication that the goalie was on the way in. Instead, they're going to go with the pass game. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, Sweet Tooth was literally 0 meters away. And they still pass. Sweet Tooth gets it in for the 2. Beautiful goal. They're up by 8. And that's is that 3 in a row unanswered here from Echo Club Kansas City in the second half?
I believe it is there, and quite a gentle pass. Also, you've got Arthur Guinness in chat saying LOL to you and your antics, sir. Kaznaz with the disc now sends it over to Leverage in the tunnel. Leverage looking for Zenith, back over to Leverage. A little bit of give and go to get that stack separated, and they do so successfully for a moment. Baron gets this one stolen and clears that one out through the mid of the arena. They've got stacks in the area. Sweet Tooth picking that one up, looking for a 3, but denied by the goalpost. Snipe now looking for a cross down low, but the cross does not meet its intended target. Sweet Tooth is able to recollect it over to who is on the ceiling, not liking what they see, looking to take their time, but underneath a little bit of pressure there. The shot does go off the rim again. Recollected, though, by Oculizator. Look this one in, but the defense is able to stop that from the side of LA Destroyers. The clear, no good. Zenith looking to send it all the way through, but does get their pocket picked by Baron. Baron over to Oculizator, who backs this one out to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth crossing on the far side to Snipe, who sends that one in for 2 more points.
And 6 times certainly is a charm. They take a 10-point lead now. If you're wondering where did the shots go when they had so many shots and not as many points with 0 saves on the other side, You just witnessed it there. And Arthur Guinness did say dim lol, but fun fact, just in this, because we were talking about how they swapped the O and the A's. In Kansas City, that would be pronounced Lao, as Zenith sends it, hits it for a 2. There they go. After 4 unanswered, the LA Destroyers finally find that answer. They've got 2 on the board, and they bring it up 28-20.
28-20 indeed in favor of ECKC now. But LA Destroyers getting a little bit of momentum there after that goal disc in of ECKC, and it's Sweet Tooth with it, looking for a pass over to Oculizator, but it does not meet their hands there. A little bit of a scuffle for the disc, and the possession ends up in the hands of the LA Destroyers as Kaznaz gets that one cleared out. And what a happy bounce there off of the Geo. Their goal almost had that, but it was stopped. However, still in the hands now of ECKC as Snipe has it on the floor, looking to push for into bubble. Does have a defender in front of them, so backs this one out to Oculizator. Oculizator on the floor, getting around Zenith over there, sends a cross pass over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth looking, a little miscommunication, looking for their teammate on the cross, but it does not meet them. Snipe is able to recollect it though, sending it over to Baron. And a big save from the LA Destroyers there, but it is stolen back and put in the goal for another 2 points for the side of ECKC, bringing them up by 10.
So 10-point lead, 30-20. And will be LA Destroyers put out on the Chelsea advantage. And uncharacteristically, usually when you see a leverage team in the second half, it's usually that team that starts taking over. And as I said, uncharacteristically, instead it's Echo Club Kansas City. And I'm wondering if somebody over there on Kansas City has figured out the leverage. Excuse me. Ooh, stop there. Shot opportunity. Picked off. Oculizator gets it here. Echo Club Kansas City forcing that turnover. Kaznaz turns this one back around. I was going to finish that thought. Now I've lost it. Leverage. Back to Zenith. Zenith back across Kaznaz. One more pass there. One more pass. Ooh, nice give and go. Leverage to Kaznaz. Back to leverage. Excuse me. Kaznaz leverage. Back to Kaznaz. They get the 2. They're back within 8. And we'll see if they're able to use that momentum swing to start a... I was going to say.
For sure, that was a great passing play in bubble. We do have Juicefer in chat pointing out something too that I was thinking as well. LA Destroyers typically ran a really nice disruption there in the rollout, but ECKC able to walk away with that one. The shot just off the post. Goalie is home. And Oculizator picking this one up, sending it over to Snipe. Snipe on the back wall, gets denied by Kaznaz, and clear is good.
That one loose there on the far side. Baron will get that first for ECKC. Sending that one through. That was a beautiful pickup there. Snipe on the far side. Soft pass back. A 3v3 developing here around in the bubble. 2v2 actually 2v3? 2v3, in fact. As Oculizator occupying the back line. A little alliteration there. If you're into that thing. Baron sends it across. It does not connect on that pass. Sweet Tooth recovers, but stunned out. Kaznaz for the LA Destroyers. We'll turn this one around. Leverage on the far side. Under pressure. We'll clear that one. They're going to look for a boost here. And oh my goodness. So what just happened there? I don't know what the camera caught. Because my camera didn't catch it. But on the minimap, you could see that Zenith did not get a proper boost. Zenith was leeching. Stunned out the chain. Then got a boost in as he stunned out the other player, and that's how he got in there alone. That was a masterful play there from Zenith to get that goal. Whether or not that was phenomenal.
For sure. And underneath some pressure there, ECKC sends pass over to Baron. Baron over to Snipe, who puts that one in for 2 points.
That's one of those, you ever see, one of those kind of ridiculous movies? Like there's an old school pitch battle. Some guy launches over the line, does some crazy stuff, and then gets back. That's what Zenith just did. You know what I mean? It was gnarly. He was on. The round ended. We're gonna go to a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Oh, the commercial's over.
What? Oh yeah, the break is over.
Like the round, it was a joke.
Oh my gosh! Stop it!
I'm sorry, that was a really bad one. Go ahead, stats.
Oh my gosh, yeah, stats. We've got some good ones over here. LA Destroyers still only registering 1 save, which I definitely called out 1, but I don't know if that is accurate, as you were saying before here. But we've got 18. I promise I can read. I have glasses on, it's fine. 18 points going over to Snipe for the side of ECKC. But Zenith and Leverage, both with double-digit points on the board for the side of the LA Destroyers, and a full 8 minutes on the clock here. LA Destroyers down by, I believe that would be 8, but Dimly, of course, you can check my terrible math.
Well, you know what it is. Leverage apparently has been shut down on offense in the second half so far, because he had 12 points going into the half. And it is Zenith who has kind of picked up the slack there. Ooh, beautiful read there by Leverage. Able to get this one collected. They have the stack there to pick it off. Isolate. Sends it out to Zenith here on the near side. Zenith back across. Leverage back to Zenith. This is beautiful passing. They have one up for the sealable, well, almost a sealable slam. Kazaz will get it in for the 2. They're back with it 6. They get the first here in the 4th.
Very, very nicely done. Great arena awareness. LA Destroyers knowing where all of their teammates are, finding those lanes, even if it's a lane that's open for a quick second there, and getting that disc around the bubble to get 2 points on the board and start to bridge that gap on the scoreboard. A little bit of a scuffed rollout, but off the bounce, Snipe is able to pick that one up. However, it is now in the hands of Isolate for the side of the LA Destroyers, whose clear goes a little bit wonky there off of the Geo, and a slap coming in from ECKC, but that back stack is there and ready to shut that attempt down. Zenith looking for a clear, gets that one all the way out and into the bubble.
That went up to the ceiling. A bit of a scrum for this one. All the stuns coming out, and it will be Isolate with the recovery. And still down by 6 are the LA Destroyers. Edith back to Isolate. Isolate behind. Oh, Kaznaz dropping in as if a paratrooper into enemy territory. Brings it in for the 2. And they are back within 4.
A paratrooper. I don't think
101st.
I've ever heard you pull that one out, Dim.
Yeah, Malcolm was in the 101st.
Oh, okay. We've got ECKC with the disc now, so we send it over to Oculizator. Side tunnel back to Sweet Tooth, now over to Baron on the near side. Baron down low to Snipe. Snipe is on the floor looking across the arena, back to Oculizator, who sends it up high to Baron. Baron wisely backing this one out as the defense collapses in on the bubble. Oculizator on the wall once more to Sweet Tooth for the quick slap into the goal for 2 points.
6. Oh, okay, so it bounced off it hit the post on the way in. That's why it says 6 meters. I was curious how fast I was actually moving, because that was a quick slap. I don't think there's any breaking of the sound barrier there, being 19 meters a second. But obviously that's not the actual sound barrier. I mean, partially facetious. Kaznaz. Is that the right word in that situation? Anyways, sent in here. Isolate. Ooh, nice shot. But Sweet Tooth gets there and makes the stop. Turns that one around. Beautiful play. Kaznaz gets that one away from the back. His back line. Baron was pushing forward there. Zenith here. Oh, nice spin move. One more pass beyond the goal. Oh, Sweet Tooth got the stop on it, but then stunned out. This goes in nonetheless. That'll be another 2 points there for LA Destroyers, who are the comeback right now. 5 minutes to go. Only 4 points down.
Only 4 points down, and more than enough time on the clock to bring themselves back here. But disc in favor of ECKC, and Sweet Tooth with it again as the QB sending a pass to the far side tunnel to Oculizator, but it did not meet its target there, and that back stack was ready to receive it. Stacks are in the area. Zenith picking this one up, sending it in himself as the goalie is stunned out there. 2 points over to the LA Destroyers, now only down by 2.
It was an interesting move by Zenith. Coming up, you see he popped that shield up before putting it in. I guess, yeah, that was a challenge to the goalie, but the goalie was already committed. Both hands out. So you see what the goalie did there. Goalie saw the shot. The player was on his way in. So instead of still hanging on the rim, goalie lets go of the rim and is floating there freely, so to speak, so they can use hands to grab. Ooh, beautiful goal here. Snipes going to put that one in for the 3. Now a 5-point lead to Echo Club Kansas City. But that's what the goalie was doing, and that's one of the things. It takes a lot of training because you get overly reliant on holding onto the blocks or holding onto the rim, and sometimes holding onto the blocks is a fine strategy, especially if you can whip around quick enough. But it is a learned kind of a skill to go into the two-hand grab at the appropriate time, like I believe it was Sweet Tooth in the goal there, like Sweet Tooth did.
Without a doubt. I also have seen that a ton of times while watching some of our other pro matches. One in specific I can think of is Andy W. does that a ton in goal.
Oh no! Oh, that one hurts. Kaz, who is themselves a phenomenal goalie, was in the right place, got the hand in the right spot, and apparently just did not get the grab on in time. That's also why we say always have your grab button already held down. Use your hand like a magnet, not like you're not grabbing the disc. You're not when it's on its way to you, you're not trying to grab it out of the air. You're trying to catch it in your hand glove, so to speak. That's a better way to think of it. Because if you try to grab it, obviously the latency you'll miss it more often than not. And it's apparently Kazanaz did not have that grip down, I think, or just didn't get the hand there in time. But it looked like the hand was in place. So unfortunate there, but they're going to recover here as they're down by 7, 2.5 to go in the game. And on the offensive attack here, Zenith brings this one up. Oh, big stop there, Baron, turning that one around.
Turns that one around and looks for the clear out. It does get caught in the high trap. Zenith is slap over to Kaznaz. Kaznaz under some pressure sends it over to Isolate. Isolate quickly over to Zenith, who loses it to a Geo. Oh no, Oculizator picked this one up. Does have a little bit of a scuffed clear, but ultimately is able to make possession as Sweet Tooth has it. Back over to Oculizator. Oculizator cross up high to Sweet Tooth, who puts that one in for 2 more points.
That'll push Echo Club Kansas City up by 9. Which is a minimum of 3 goals, still possible here for the Destroyers, but they are quickly running out of time, and they cannot afford another turnover. In fact, they require to score the next 3 goals and pick off the next 2 Echo Club Kansas City offensive opportunities. Otherwise, EC Casey looking pretty right now as Isolate sending this one back leverage. Full reset to Kaznaz as it's done on the back line, but that does pull that defender out, and they will press the attack now in a 3v3 situation. In fact, they have a 4v3. No, they don't. 3v3 was there, but the player stayed out. So stayed at 3v3 gives Isolate Zenith time to push in and hit for the 2. Still requires 3 more goals.
3 more goals, but that one was super pretty. They're passing. That is their high point when they are bubble here for the side of the LA Destroyers, is setting up those really beautiful passing plays. Oh no!
Oh.
No way!
Zenith setting that one in from 60 meters out, brings the LA Destroyers back for the 4 with only 40 seconds on the clock. Right about, actually it'll be, 34 seconds on the clock as the Echo Club Kansas City comes out of the tubes here on the Shouts advantage. LA Destroyers, if they want to get this comeback, they have to score literally right now, and that's going to help them. This one on the 4, send it up right now. They have 6 seconds. In the 4 and up, oh, what a play, but they're not able to connect on it. 3, 2, 1, that should end it. With only 20 seconds to go. LA Destroyers do not have enough time to score 2 goals. Echo Club Kansas City will get the victory here as they bring this one in, looking for one more to end it. 12 seconds ago, Isolate turning that one around. Good stop by the LA Destroyers to end the game. Loveridge, Zenith moving on in, 3v1, hits the corner pocket to make a statement at the end of the game to bring it within 1 goal, 2 points, 41-39. Will be Echo Club Kansas City taking the victory here in 4.
Taking the victory in the 4th quarter, and what a close match there. LA Destroyers were down by 10, I believe 10 in the beginning of the 4th quarter here, but able to bring themselves back up to only a 2-score game. Not once, but twice. They were down by quite a bit here, as we spoke about. They were running out of time to score those 3 goals. They got 2 out of the 3 to bring themselves within 1. but fantastic play on both sides of the arena. Dimwee, we're going to run straight into our player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports, so we can get a quick interview with our winning team over here. Who is your pick?
That's tough. Snipe had a really great offensive performance. Sweet Tooth had a really great all-around and defensive performance. And honestly, especially with 7 saves in the game, 13 points, 3 assists. I'm going to have to go with Sweet Tooth on this one, because we were talking about Sweet Tooth's goalie play. Sweet Tooth has some phenomenal goals there. And nothing against Snipe. Snipe, 21 points in that game. But when we're talking about the offensive performance from Echo Cup Kansas City, as many points as they got, they had probably twice as many missed shots. So Sweet Tooth with the save, 7. And the 1 steal, that's going to be my pick for the player of the game in this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard one. I think for me personally, I have to go with Snipe with the 21 points, 1 assist, 3 saves. Not only doing a fantastic job in just about every department, but putting up a ton of points for the team, still getting some saves on the board there. I do have to agree, though, Sweet Tooth's 7 saves is quite impressive. A lot of those being on his way back to goal, saving those long threes that LA Destroyers were attempting to send in. But I still gotta go with Snipe here. So let's throw it to chat. To focus, if you could throw it to chat, and we will get over and get set for an interview with our players from ECKC. But chat, you guys decide. We're going to throw up who should be player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Sports. Are we looking at Snipe or Sweet Tooth? Go take your bets. Not your bet. Go take your pick, because we want to know. Awesome. So the poll is currently up. We did get that set up. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with an interview with ECKC for you guys. So keep your votes going, and we'll see you in a few minutes. We are back, and we've got all of ECKC with us now. Very, very official pose, you guys. How are you guys feeling after that exhibition match?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, dude. Sweet Tooth kind of sold, but whatever.
Well, I have to tell you, chat feels differently because chat has just deemed that Sweet Tooth is our player of the match.
Fake news.
So congratulations over to Sweet Tooth. That was just a great segue, but you guys all played phenomenally. What did you guys... Man, Dimly, help me out. Am I remembering this wrong? Wasn't ECKC down in the first quarter?
Oh,
yeah,
we were
down.
tied up for the most part. Were you down in the first quarter? I don't recall.
Maybe we were down for
like 7.
Oh,
yeah, around there.
Early on, okay.
Yeah, early on in the first quarter, you guys started off a little bit slower. You had LA Destroyers kind of taking advantage of just the game getting rolling, everything being in an off season. How did you guys get yourself back momentum-wise?
I don't know. We just had like a talk with ourselves. Midway through in the halftime, we noticed that we weren't playing like we usually play. We weren't passing right. We're throwing it to Geo. We were like, everything was scuffed entirely. So we started talking about it and we got better.
Awesome. Do you guys are you guys doing anything in off season, getting prepared for Pro Series 3, or are you guys still taking your time since you do have a lot of it?
We'll probably start scrimming more, to be honest, but it's a little hard because it is the off season, so a lot of teams are taking a like small little break, especially since VRML ended now as well. So I feel like it's gonna be a little bit harder to get scrims, but we'll try to get some, sure.
Awesome. Dimway, you got any thoughts?
That was a fantastic game. I thought Sweet Tooth did phenomenal goal snipe. So I do have a because one thing we noticed was there were a significant number of shots from your team that didn't quite play out on the scoreboard at the same rate. In fact, I think you had, at one point you had 28 points, but 32 shots. If all those shots go in, that's 64 points. So a lot of points left on the board there. Despite that fact, and also just to point out that LA Kings had, I think, LA Destroyers had through that entire game 1 save. So,
are you calling us out, didn't we? Okay.
It's not shade. It's more curiosity of this. I mean, because that is. I mean, I think we can agree that is a lot of missed shots. But in spite of that, you still got the victory. So I'm curious, like, because I know a lot of players when you're missing shots, there's kind of it can really eat at your mentality. That kind of that positivity. Oh, I'm playing terribly. It doesn't seem like that had any effect. And you guys just kept pushing. You're like, yeah, we missed it. Yeah, let's go again. And you went again, and then you'd score the next one or whatever. Like, did you even notice that was going on, or was it more just like head down, keep playing?
Op definitely noticed. I'm sick. I don't count my missed shots.
I'm gonna let Snipe answer this one since he missed the most shots.
We miss a shot, we get the disc back. You know, just one missed shot. Don't let it change your mental. You know, just keep shooting it. That's pretty much what we did.
Was there anything the LA Kings were doing on defense that was kind of allowing you to get away with that?
They just keep clearing it to us. We kept possession.
Do you think that may have been part of the victory there was because they were operating a lot on a clear and boost strategy, and it seemed like it did work out for them quite a bit, but that's also how you guys got so many saves, was they were taking a lot of those long threes what they thought were empty goals or were temporarily empty goal shots that you guys covered. Was that a conscious thing that you guys were combating, that clear and boost, or was it really just play your game and stick to it?
I don't think we're doing anything special because like of their clear boost play style. We're just playing how we normally do. As for like them being on quest 2 and they can't really get the clears out, I mean, that's how we got like possession a lot of the times. If we miss, they weren't fast enough, they couldn't get it out, or if they did try to clear it, it hit like a ricochet off something.
So are you alluding to a hardware discrepancy?
I think so, slightly. At least on the clears.
I think that's the first time, I think in any of these interviews that's come up. So in any league that I've done them in, So very interesting point there, and I'll just let it speak for itself. But Queen, that's all I have for now, Queen.
That is all that I have too. Thank you guys for playing the exhibition match, taking some time in your off season to hang out on stream with us, and for all of you being in the interview. We're super appreciative, and great game tonight.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. That is it for the rest of tonight, but tune in next week, same time, same place, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central for another exhibition match. Next week, we've got some AAA exhibition match action. You won't want to miss it. We've got some pretty awesome things lined up for the next 5 weeks. So stick with us next week, same time, same place. I am Queen Jimwee. It has been a pleasure being in the booth with you, and on cams doing production is none other than DeFocus himself. Huge shout out, running everything and making sure everything is going cleanly. But we will see you next week.
Seconds. This one is loose in the destroyer zone. Collected by Saluna. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to clear it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That's the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last seconds, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.